Yo, what up? This is Hopsin, and you watching BACKSPIN TV. What up?
You've been brainwashed by a fake life that you used to live in. When I say the word fun, what do you envision? Probably drinking and smoking out with your crew and chilling with clueless women you tryna bang, bumping New Edition. Is that all you think life really is? Well, if so, then you're a fucking idiot. I honestly feel like grabbing your head and hitting it. Matter of fact, you don't even deserve a brain. Give me it! Do you even have any goals aside from bagging these hoes and packing the ball? Well, let me guess, no. You're only in school because your parents make you go, and all you do is play beer pong and hang out with the bros. Yo, society's got you living for a whack cause you're a fucking adult with no skills at all. You don't read any books or play ball. You don't draw. You literally do nothing at all.
Hopsin, welcome to BACKSPIN TV. Thank you for taking time, for having you on the show.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Tonight you will be performing in Hamburg.
Yes.
This is the last gig of your European tour.
Yeah.
In your opinion, so far, what do you think about the European hip-hop audience?
It's real cool. I've been getting a lot of love. The UK showed a lot of love. And Denmark is really dope too, and tonight, you know, I got to walk through the crowd a little bit. Seemed like it's gonna be dope as well, so I'm excited. But overall, it's real dope. It's like better than what I thought it was gonna be. So I'm happy I came out here to tour.
Nice, nice. So let's get into history. You've been signed to Ruthless Records, world famous Ruthless Records, and the situation kind of didn't really work out. And then you decided to found your own label.
Yeah.
And tell me something about the idea behind Funk Volume.
Well, I just wanted to create a label with dope MCs who were just like an unstoppable group of MCs, and I think that's what I have created, and people will start to see that, especially in 2013. Yeah, I just wanted a label where, you know, it's not where people aren't getting told what to do and to be this type of MC, be this type of artist or whatever. But you know, I just wanted to have my eye on people who are dope and put them on the label. You know, people who are very versatile and can do different types of styles. So, yeah, I just wanted an old school dope label. You know what I'm saying? Like that just reminded you of the old days of hip hop when it used to be raw. So yeah, that's all I really ever wanted. Just something dope and just creative.
And you still scouting talents, or the setup stands now?
As of right now, we're not looking for anybody. We got enough artists for now. I mean, there may be other artists in the future, but right now, like I got a lot of work to do. I got so much work to do. I got my music. I got to work on my album, Knock Madness. I got to work on my videos. I got to also do a lot of stuff with Jaren Benton and Dizzy Wright and Swizz. And also, I want to participate in their videos and production. So it's just so much to do, and putting another artist in that right now is going to be so difficult, especially with like little touring schedules. Like I can't overlap the work to where it's just so much. I'm like, I can't do it. So yeah, there won't be any artists on Funk Volume probably not until like 2015. Not 15, 2014, mid 2014 or even 2015.
Okay, and it seems like you conquering YouTube the last years. You conquering the whole social media, and your videos got like millions of views.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Then you established your own fan base. And how did you use the opportunities of internet for your own benefit? Maybe you can give some advices to the audience.
Yeah, just, you know, interacting with fans, answering questions if they post it on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else. You know, just trying to respond as much as I can. And in the early stages, it's very important to do that because, yeah, people spread the word about you faster. You know, they like cool, humble artists. People like cool people, cool, chill people, you know. So it's just about being humble. And I used to do webcam shows. Like every few days or so, I go on webcam and just stay for hours and chat with fans about bullshit, you know, just...
I mean, you got like 700,000 followers?
I do it from time to time. I don't do it as much as I used to because I have so much going on now, and my time is very valuable now. But I still do it, just not as much as I used to. But yeah, it's just not being Hollywood, you know, not blowing fans off and thinking that I'm better than them, and it's just being cool with everybody. And the way I mean, people want to spread stuff for cool people. If you're a good artist and you happen to be cool, it's like, oh man, I'm gonna spread this guy's name. You know, he was real nice. He had the decency to reply to me. So I'm gonna spread his stuff and send it out to everybody and this and that. And then their friends start doing it, then their friends start doing it, and yeah. And after a few years or so, you just got a nice little fan base and a little rap career.
Yeah, but you're like the perfect example for an artist, independent artist, taking advantage of all the internet issues.
Yeah, and a lot of it came because my business partner Dame, he would always tell me to get on Facebook and MySpace back when it was around. I didn't want to at first. I was like, man, I don't need to be doing that, man. I'm just put out videos and music. He was like, man, you got to talk to these people. And I was like, man, I don't. It took me a while to finally fully give in to like the Facebook and Twitter and all that, but then I did, and I realized it was definitely a lot better and a lot more beneficial than the way I was doing it like in 2007, 2008 and all that. So, but yeah, it's just, it's quite simple, but it's hard to realize how simple it is though. So once you got the hang of it, you're like, oh, this is actually very easy to, you know, keep a buzz alive and all that. I just hope the internet doesn't die down, because if that happens, yep. I'm done.
We'll see what 2012, you know, the December story with the Mayas. What's gonna bring the end of the world?
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all.
So let's get into music. You're making your own beats on Fruity Loops, right?
Yep, Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops.
Yeah. How did you get into producing? I've
been playing the piano since I was a kid, and it's been something that I was always interested in. I always played by ear though. I didn't learn. I don't know how to read music and all that. I just played by ear. But I knew how to play pretty well for playing by ear. And in high school, I downloaded a program called Fruity Loops. I just wanted to start making my own production, see if I could create beats and come up with my own type of ideas. You know, I listened to a lot of Dr. Dre beats, a lot of Neptune's beats. So I wanted to see if I could do stuff that kind of sounded like theirs. And yeah, so that's where it started, just me kind of messing around on it. And then once I got good, I feel like I've always been pretty good at making beats, even the first day that I started making beats. But a good beat maker understands quality. So my beats used to sound whack back then because I didn't know about quality. You know, if you have a kick or a snare or a little synth sound or piano that sounds bad quality, you can destroy the whole beat. So a lot of my beats, you could tell they were Fruity Loop beats back then because my choice of sound. But as time went on and I spent years and years of working on beats, I started to understand EQing and, you know, turning up kicks and just what volume levels to put kicks and snares at and all the different types of sounds that I'm using. So I got into mixing more, and then mixing is what really, you know, it makes a better producer once you know how to mix the stuff as you're making the beat and make it sound really good quality. But yeah, it's just something that I've always been into music, you know. Didn't matter what type of music it was, but producing, it just came kind of natural to me because I played the piano and the keyboard. And
I read that as a kid you wasn't too much into hip-hop music. Is that true? What did young Marcus listen to? What kind of music?
I used to always listen to Michael Jackson. Always. Yeah, always. Ever since I was like 4 years old, I would just always bump Michael Jackson.
You been dancing, like doing the moonwalk and stuff?
I was doing the moonwalk at 3 or 4 years old. Yep.
Still can do it?
I can still do it. Not good.
Later on show?
No, I might do it. Yeah, but I would listen to Michael Jackson. My dad used to listen to a lot of Bob Marley all the time. My mom would listen to just random songs, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, all that stuff. She played songs, so I just, you know, I just like songs, like whether it was from Boys to Men or whoever. Like there was just songs that were played in the house. Because when you're young, I didn't go buy music, so I only heard what my brothers played. My brothers listened to hip hop, listened to a lot of hip hop. So I heard certain songs, but I didn't really get into it like that. I wasn't against it. I liked hip hop songs, certain ones, you know. But once I got older, like into my teen years, then I started really getting into hip hop and understanding the lyrics. Then I was like, okay, this is dope. So, but back in the day, I just listened to any song. It didn't matter what kind it was, just songs that caught my attention. Didn't even matter if it was on a fucking Disney movie. I just listened to anything. And is it true that Eminem's music captured your interest for rap music? that's not the reason I started rapping, but when I heard him rap, it gave me a lot of hope and inspiration, you know, because I felt like the person that he was kind of similar to who I was in like high school and all that. So I was like, oh, people like, because he didn't seem like a rapper when he came out, but he was a rapper. Like he didn't have the stereotypical characteristics. So, and I felt like I didn't have that either. I was like, oh, you can still be a rapper and not have the gangster look. I was like, oh shit, maybe I was like, maybe I have a shot at this. So it gave me hope, you know.
And you also been into acting as a kid, and I saw the video Killer, and you're showing off your acting skills in a way. So was doing it in Hollywood at any point a serious opportunity for you?
Yeah, in the future, I just want to at least make one movie before I die one day. Yeah, I want to make just at least one movie. And acting is fun. It's cool. It's just cool to be on a set. And in my videos, you know, there's a lot of things like theatrical stuff that go on in my videos. So I just like I like doing it. I've always liked doing it because it just defines my personality, and I can show people what's going on in my brain, you know. So it's fun to do that. And I got into acting like around like 12 or 13 years old. I would just like it was mainly for working on my personality though, because I was so shy growing up. I was shy. My eyes would look around everywhere. I would blink a lot, and it helped with my personality. It helped me to be comfortable in life. So I didn't get that many roles, you know. Ideally I wanted to, but it didn't turn out that way. But I still gained so much from just going to acting classes all the time, and it just kept me alive. It kept me like off the streets and doing negative stuff and all that. It just kept me positive, and you know, I'd leave with a very good feeling.
And talking about the movie you're gonna make in future, one of your goals, you already know what the script would be about? Maybe you can tell us some?
I just know I want it to be really inspirational, and I also want a super good love scene there, because I want to show that side of me, because I've never shown like the love side of Hopsin. I put little sprinkles in my songs where I always talk about like Romeo or something, but nobody knows that side, and they probably can't even. They're like, this guy can't be romantic, whatever. I want to show that side of me of how I get down when it comes to like being in love, because I just think it'd be so cool. But I don't know. It won't be a love movie though. It would just have little parts in it that it would just show. I want it to almost be like it will be inspired by my life, but it will be exaggerated a little bit, because yeah, movie my actuality is kind of boring sometimes. So when you just exaggerate things, so yeah, I don't know exactly what it would be about. I haven't put forth a full like session of thinking about it yet.
Oh shit, man. Who the fuck did this? It's not funny! Please. Please.
Hello, artist. You don't know me, but I know you.
You're also directing your videos, making your own beats, actually rapping on it, and running your own label. Yeah. So you're doing so much stuff. Where does this do-it-yourself mentality, where does it come from?
Where does it come from? I just always, I've been the type of person since I was younger, if I didn't know how to do something, I had to figure out how to do it. But I mean, that doesn't apply. There's a lot of things I don't know how to do in the world, and I'm not even curious on knowing how to do it, but things that I needed, that I wanted. So if I was like, man, I wanna learn how to skateboard, then I'll be like, okay, I gotta find a skateboard. Gotta find money to get a skateboard. And then a week later I got it, and I'm learning how to skateboard, then I'm doing stuff. Same with drawing. I used to want to know how to draw, and there was this one kid in school who knew how to draw. He used to always draw like Ninja Turtles or Chip and Dale and Darkwing Duck, and I used to be like, man, he's so good at drawing. He's so good. And then I was like, I have to know how to do that. My life would be I'd feel so accomplished if I knew how to do that. And then a few years later, I knew how to do it. And I was like, okay, cool, I understand this. So same with doing like producing and doing my videos. it looks so cool, and I've done acting too. So, and I used to do a lot of extra work, so I got to see. I would spend hours and hours and hours and days and years on sets, just seeing how they did lighting, how little techniques they use, and I was like, man, that looks so cool to do that. So, once I found out that I could get my own camera and do all that, I was like, man, I could just do it on my own. I can make my own visuals with my homies, and we'll just set up a camera and just direct our own stuff, and I can do it my way. And that's what I did. It was because I tried to depend on other people. They're like, yeah, man, I'll do a video for you for $500 or whatever, but they never come through, and they take forever. And then if they did do it, it'd just be a little cheap video. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna learn how to use Adobe After Effects, Adobe Premiere, Final Cut, all those programs. And I'm gonna edit my own stuff so I can put my little special effects if needed. I'm gonna learn how to do color correcting. I'm gonna learn how to chop things up, and then yeah. So I just learned it.
Turn it into my world, yeah. Put down, ride my dick. Welcome to hot madness. Don't ride my dick. Welcome to hot madness. Don't ride my dick. I'm the undeniable.
This reminds me so much of the essence of hip hop, you know, just getting something out of nothing.
Yeah. And a lot of people can do it. I want to also let them know, like, they can all do it, because I didn't grow up any better than anybody else. I mean, I didn't have the worst life, but I didn't have the best life, you know, and I definitely didn't have it the way I have it now. I worked really hard for it. I've been rapping for about 12 or 13 years, and now it's paying off, you know. Everybody, you know, if they just stay focused and do what they're supposed to do and do all their homework. Homework meaning whatever they're studying, whatever they want to become, they just learn it, not necessarily homework in school and it's going to get you to the point, but it's homework in whatever field you want to, you know, be in when you get older or whatever. So, yeah.
You an example for that. I mean, you dropped out of high school and now you're conquering.
Yeah. See, and dropping out isn't necessarily a bad thing if you or me. And there's a lot of people who drop out who still move forward in life. It's just, it was me. People look at dropouts like, oh, you dropped out, oh, you're negative, this, that. Like, no, I dropped out of the field of schooling that was structured for me because it wasn't what I wanted to do with my life. But I'm not one of the dropouts who drop down like, oh, fuck everything, man. I'm gonna drop out and I'm gonna just start hanging with the homies on the block and gang banging and selling drugs. Like, it wasn't that. It was, I'm dropping out because you guys don't benefit me. I want to do music. I want to be a rapper. And I want to do this stuff over here, and you guys are doing that stuff over there, and it doesn't benefit me. So I dropped out, but I was just as productive as your A student who was in the school in honors class or whatever. I was, if not more productive, you know? It's just I was doing it in music.